Finally! Woohoo! Oh yeah, the bitch is dead! Yes! Wow! Well, now that we have that out of the way, let's dive into this problem. Come back from Tribal Council, boring, the same situation as before, just one less person. At the reward challenge, you could totally tell it was Scoopin' and Malcolm right out of the gate. I was actually hoping that Scoopin' would win for no particular reason. I just thought he deserves a win under his belt. He did, and then he chose Malcolm and Lisa. I think those were good choices because, one, he's repaying Malcolm a favor, keeping Malcolm secure. He takes Lisa. I don't know why about that. It's just, I don't see that as a bad choice. And then he leaves Denise with Abby, and Denise is the least likely to, socialize with Abby, change her game thinking because of Abby, unlike Lisa, so that was a good decision. And that reward, yeah, that looked fun, and it was interesting to see what they did. I probably would have freaked out by that whale shark, but that's beside the point. Back at camp, nothing to talk about. The immunity, I was really impressed that Malcolm came from behind on that. Good job. And about that bite Denise got, I have to admit I was worried because she's 3 days away from making it to the end. Having to fall that short because of something, relatively minor, that's just, oh man, that's tough. Ugh. I would have hated to see that happen to her, even though she's been getting a bit of a dark edit recently. So it becomes obvious that it's either Abby or Denise going, but last episode's preview should have spelled that out for us anyway. And then we get to Tribal Council, and Abby, she's stating the truth to everybody. If Denise makes it to the end, she wins. That's my honest opinion, and Abby also mentions to Lisa that she's the only person that Lisa can beat, and I agree with her on that, because I feel like with this episode, Lisa has officially ruined her chances. She doesn't have a shot of winning at this point. I like her, but I don't want to see her win. No way. So then after some deliberation, Abby is at last voted out. Thank you. And then Scoopin' dancing as he's leaving from there. I'm just like, I know. Don't you worry, Scoopin'. Most of America's doing that right now. It's just great. Oh, yeah. So Jeff's going on, saying that it's 2 original Mad Scene versus 2 original Tandane. And personally, I don't view it that way. I see 2 original Mad Scene, 1 original Tandane, and 1 returnee. I don't consider Scoopin' part of Tandane. Lisa, she's knocked herself down enough pegs. She is at the same level as those other 4. Really, I don't want to see her win. If she wins, Tandane officially seals the victory. I don't want to see that happen. Tandane, for a while, has been my least favorite tribe, although to be honest, actually I'm not going to get into that. So, let's talk about the 4 players. What's my opinion about them? Well, Lisa, she doesn't have a shot of winning now. I cannot see a single situation where she wins. I know a lot of people are campaigning for her, but I just can't see her winning this. And a lot of people think she's going to do fans vs favorites. I mean, fan favorite? I don't think so. I personally think it's either, Malcolm, Denise, Scoopin', and Penner for that. Actually, I'll take Scoopin' off of there. Now, Scoopin', I personally think he's the most likely to make it to day 39, but when, it's kind of a long shot. First, he needs to take out Denise, and then Malcolm needs to, yap his mouth off, because they've revealed in the Ponderosa videos that it's going to be a final 3. Penner himself says last jury member. Voila, it's 8-member jury and 3 people at the end, which I find kind of stupid. So, that's the best I can tell you. I think Scoopin' has the best chance of getting second, but when, Denise has to go, Malcolm has to mouth off. Malcolm, if he takes out Denise and is good with what he does, he's got a huge chance of winning this. Plus, he's also, you know, very likely to win the next immunity, so there's that plus for him. And then Denise, even though she's been getting the dunk edit lately, if she makes it, she still wins. That's what I've been thinking for a while now. And I think everybody, though, knows that. So most likely to win, Denise, Malcolm, Scoop, and Lisa. Who would I rather see win? I honestly don't know, other than Lisa, because I don't want to see her win. I need to see the finale and then get to the final three, and then I should be able to determine who doesn't get a vote, because the past two final threes I've been correct, and who doesn't get a vote from the get-go. I could immediately tell. So I'm just waiting for that. The only other thing I hope is just that Scoopin makes it to the end, because, one, I feel like he's done a game that deserves to make Day 39, and I want one returnee to make it to the end, purely just to keep the bit where every time a returnee comes back, one makes it to the end. That's the main reason I want him to do it. Although I do think Scoopin, like Penner, can hold their head high and that they played a nice game. Although I do personally think that Scoopin did make the wrong move, though, in voting out Abby, even though I'm glad to see her go, because by not voting out Denise, Scoopin gave up, basically, a guaranteed final three spot. Had he voted out Denise, his only opponent was Malcolm. And then you should be able to figure out the rest. And there wouldn't have been enough effort to turn on Scoop, and he'd be able to beat any of the others in a tiebreaker, no question. So I have to admit that was a bad move on his part. That probably explains why he and a bunch of other returnees were posting on the Twitter accounts that the jury members should be in separate Ponderosa places and all that, because I can only think of two reasons why Scoopin would do that. He gets voted out and the person he votes for doesn't win, or two, he makes it to the end but doesn't win. That's why Coach lost, and that's why Pav lost. Okay. Not bad. Bye, guys. See you at the finale.